Good evening, everyone. Phil here, and welcome to the Daily Wrap for what was the first streaming day of this week, Friday, the 26th of January, 2024. And for what, in my opinion, was a really great double new release streaming day. Had a lot of fun with everyone today. It seriously was, it went really well. Both games are great. Okay, let's start from the beginning. Basically, on today's Level 1 podcast, we had a lot to talk about, including recapping the stuff that I did earlier in the week, talking about my day off where Kat and I had played a lot of Tekken 8 together. She was playing the arcade mode. I watched and saw her use this character, Victor, a bunch, and, learning stuff about the game, watching her play, seeing the stages for the first time and stuff. Really great day off yesterday. Talked a lot about game news and the like, including these ridiculous amounts of layoffs at Activision Blizzard. 1,900 employees laid off, which is insane. So, a very interesting, informed podcast, and then moving on, it was time for the premiere of Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth. Now, let me tell you, I played it for 3 hours, like every major stream. I barely played it, and what I mean by that is, there's almost no gameplay in the first 3 hours. It's 98% cutscenes. There's maybe, I'm not even kidding, maybe I fought 10 times, and it's all just like random fights in the street, nothing special. It's really hard to get a handle on how different or interesting the combat will be when we're still in an intro segment. But what I'll tell you is this. This was the weirdest, most unpredictable intro to an RPG I've ever seen. I don't want to spoil the story for you guys, but I had absolutely no way to predict what they put into the story of this game. In fact, just without spoiling, because I want you to watch the videos or play the game for yourself, obviously. This game, the main plot, has parallels to my own life when it comes to online stuff. That's all I'm going to say. And I was having fourth wall breaking, mind melting thoughts. I was like, what the hell is this? How is this game like so directly similar to my life in a lot of ways? I was like, what is happening? And I know right now, if you're listening, you didn't see the stream today, you'd be like, what in the hell is he talking about? You won't believe it till you get to part 3. Right at the beginning of part 3 of the playthrough, it's all explained what's going on, why basically Ichiban's life is going crazy. And it's just like, what on earth? I couldn't believe it, all right? Anyway, thing is, I had a blast on the stream. But as I knew it happened, once again, I keep saying this, I'm disappointed that my audience doesn't like JRPGs as much as me. I really am, all right? I love JRPGs. They're some of my favorite games ever. I think this game already, the first 3 hours, amazing writing. Kat and I, when we went to eat dinner together, we're like, what an amazing plot this is so far. These are games that deserve awards for writing, not fucking games like Last of Us 2 that's written for like a 10-year-old. This shit is like way crazy. I couldn't believe it. I was like, it's so many issues from real life are in this game so far. It references COVID. It references how right now there's a worldwide crime epidemic with shoplifting and things. And then it references this other thing. I was like, oh my God. It feels like this is so realistic and so in tune to my life. I couldn't believe it. So anyway, absolutely loved the first 3 hours. But tell you right now, attendance, not very good. We started off with over 400 viewers. By the time the stream's done, we didn't even have 300. People were excited at the beginning of the stream and basically supported the stream at the beginning. As we start playing, people are, just kind of, oh, it's a JRPG. I just can't believe it that people are so close-minded that they don't give JRPGs a chance. Sea of Stars, outstanding game. Can't get more than 200 viewers on a stream. This is a brand hot new one that's, rated super highly. For some reason, I'm appreciative of all of you who do watch. Trust me. But I just know it's such a small percentile of my audience. It's so weird to me that I get such a small chunk of my audience to watch JRPGs. I loved it. And the thing is, I'm going to be playing a lot of it in the next couple of weeks. Yes, after a week or two, there is a distinct possibility that if we don't get a lot of people showing up for those streams, that we're going to have to turn it into a night stream and other games will switch back to day streams. What can you do, right? But I had a great time with the game today. I really did. I hope you'll check out the videos. I hope you'll give it a shot when I play it again because I really like it, okay? Anyway, that was the first stream. The late night stream, Tekken, double the attendance of the Like a Dragon stream, double the support of the Like a Dragon stream. The only thing that I can say that was disappointing was a lot of people came to the stream and had the impression they were going to talk to me during a Friday Night Fights stream. That simply does not happen. When I'm playing fighting games, I have to be hyper-focused on the fighting game. There's no way we could turn that into a chill stream experience when I'm playing online multiplayer, and a lot of people kept tagging me in chat trying to talk, and I'm like, guys, I'm really sorry It's just not possible to have a conversation tonight. I'm trying to get in maximum gameplay within the 2.5 hours that I'm playing. But outside of that, I'll tell you this. In general, the connections were quite good. There were a few matches that were laggy as shit. But most of the connections tonight were pretty good in Tekken. I played with 2 characters, Paul, Phoenix, and King. And I watched some videos beforehand to learn about the game. So I knew some really good juggles with Paul. And I knew some really good strategies to mix up. And I looked up King's move list. And I learned all of his throws. Not the chain throws, but the other regular throws. I learned them and was implementing them tonight in the gameplay. And I did pretty good. I was leveling up like crazy. I want to say Paul, I can't remember what level. I know that I hit Brawler with King because you get an achievement or a trophy when you do that. So I got that, and basically I won way more than I lost. I did lose to a few people. There was a Zhao Yu that was really good and was mixing me up, and I didn't know what any of her moves were. There was a Victor who, it seems like almost all of his moves kind of lock you into a stun. So he has this knife stab, and even if you block it, you're kind of locked. And what do I do now? I'm kind of locked. And he could just kind of keep doing it, or then he can mix up into a low kick. And I'm like, so what am I supposed to do? It's weird because he's a brand new character, so I bet nobody knows what to do to him yet. So Victor was good. Reina, who's another new character, kind of a hybrid of Heihachi with some other interesting strikes. I don't know what any of her attacks are because they're all new animations. So she messed with me a little bit. And Zhao Yu tonight too was getting my goat. But for the most part, I had great fun and won a ton. Way more than I thought I would. Then again, it's day one. You got to understand there's a lot of beginners playing. They don't know what they're doing. Probably when I play again with those characters, I'm not going to be a beginner level, so I'll be playing harder players. It'll be tougher. And I'm definitely playing at a beginner level. Like me, I know basic stuff. I know a good combo or two with Paul. I know some strategies to mix up with Paul. I know a couple good strikes and mix up strategies with King and throw strategies with King. But outside of that, I don't know their best pokes. I don't know what to do in certain situations. I have no situational knowledge in this game, like literally zero. And that's a major problem, okay? Anyway, it was a ton of fun. People were out in force. Like I said, we had over 500 viewers all night long, and support was great on the stream. I'm like, wow. So it's kind of like weird. The premiere stream of Like a Dragon, which you think would be the game that, it's narrative-based, couldn't get that many attendees. And quite honestly, I really, the reason that the Like a Dragon stream did decent is because one person actually did a big tip on the podcast, and then outside of that, it was dead almost the whole stream. So I am worried. I bought Like a Dragon. I bought the better version of it because I love the game. It was my game of the year 3.5 years ago, 4 years ago. I'm hoping there's going to be people in there for the ride with me. And I will say this, today was a great streaming day when it came to everything. Both games were good. Support was good overall, all day. Everything's great. So I'm hoping we can keep that momentum going because like I said, sadly this month I am not in a good position because of all these fake troll, illegitimate memberships that I'm never going to get credit for or get paid for. I'm down a ton of profit that I normally would have on this channel, and there's really no way to make it back. So I'm hoping that people will show up over the next week and support these streams for the rest of the week. I really need the help, and thank you to those who did today. That's really appreciated, okay? So tomorrow what we're going to do is flip it. Because here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to head over and start uploading. And I'm going to put a poll up on the community tab of DSPGaming. And you have 2 options for tomorrow's daytime stream. It's going to be Tekken 8. So we're flipping the order of the streams. Do you want to see the narrative-based story mode, which is about 3 hours long? The game gives you the characters to use. So I'll get to try a variety of characters during that mode. I've heard it's epic, like super cool anime-ish style, story, really fun. So do you want to see that? Or do you want to see me try the arcade mode? Now, that's what I demoed during the game demo on Monday. You go to a virtual arcade, you're playing various players using different characters that have customizables on them and stuff. And if I do that, I promise you I will not use Paul or King. I'll be using a new character who I have no clue. I might just pick one and see. But there's a few characters I'm eyeballing. Like, for example, Jun Kazama is someone I used in Tekken 2. And she hasn't been around in ages. I'd like to try her. This new Reina character, who I guess is a hybrid of Heihachi and other stuff, she could be interesting. Maybe Victor. I saw my wife play with Victor, and he looks interesting to me. Or maybe bring back, like, Jack. I used to like Jack. This is Jack 8, another version of him. So I have all these ideas of things that I can do if I play tomorrow, arcade mode. So please vote on the poll overnight. That'll be on the main channel page, community tab. Whatever wins the poll, that's what we're doing on the daytime stream tomorrow. And tomorrow night will be more Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth. Hopefully we can get out of the intro and get to some heavy gameplay because there was almost no gameplay today, okay? Sunday, we are doing the React show, but here's the deal. as of right now, okay, only about 10 to 12 people have actually switched over to the new tier of membership so they can nominate videos for the show. And the problem with that is that we need people to nominate videos for the show, or else the show obviously isn't going to be very good. I mean, taking a look right now, I can tell you right now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I was right. It's about 12 people, and then a couple people actually rejoined as members who hadn't been members. So we're going to go from having, no exaggeration, 100 people who used to submit videos for DSP versus the internet, and it's going to be cut down to like 10 to 15. I hope they post up good videos, you know? If they do, then it doesn't really matter. If the videos are good, they take up the show. But I'm really hoping that we get good videos, because I don't want the show to be falling apart because of this troll activity. So we still got one more day. If you're interested, if you're over on DSP Reacts, you like that show, there's one more day to go from a standard member to a submissions member. Or maybe if you've never been a member, there's one more day to become a submissions member and to submit your videos for tomorrow, or for a Sunday show, okay? Sunday, what we're going to do is the React show on the day stream and more Tekken 8 at night. So if you like the Tekken 8 multiplayer from Friday Night Fights, come back on Sunday night, and we're going to do a whole other session of it. I don't know who it'll be. It may be more of the characters I've used. Maybe if I use a new character tomorrow, I'll use them. We'll see, okay? So I'm excited. I'm excited for this week. Both games are great. Streams today were great. You know, please, thank you all. Please, let's keep that momentum up. I hope to see you all tomorrow on the Level 1 podcast, followed by an awesome stream of Tekken, whatever you vote for, okay? Thank you all. Have a good night. See you tomorrow. Peace out.